Hey, go one. Hey, three.
Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wasau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Do you need a good night's sleep? Well, welcome to the club, and welcome to Mall Furniture.
Mall Furniture always has a huge selection of quality comfort sleep mattresses. They're double-sided, adjustable, bed-friendly, and made right here in Wisconsin.
Whether you need beauty sleep, deep sleep, or just need to sleep it off, you'll be sleeping like a baby on the perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shainer, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
If you have land to sell, talk to Ben Tillberg, the Midwest land guy. Ben Tillberg, with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, is your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pfeiffer's has been named one of America's top auction houses, year after year, selling over $2.2 billion in farmland over the past 25 years. Ben's passion for the great outdoors and deep knowledge of the ag industry give him the edge to represent you and your legacy. Ben wants to talk to you about your land needs. Call today and mention this ad for a free land valuation or property proposal. Let's get your land sold. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty.
Nutz Deep II, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nutz Deep II again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nutz Deep II on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nutz Deep II North in Spencer.
We take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, and these are our grandchildren. Children are difficult to hear with anybody with hearing loss, and I know I would hate to miss out on anything they say.
Gamma, they're cheating.
Even that! If you're missing out on what they're saying, you're probably missing out on a lot more.
Love you, Gamma.
Aw, and they have important things to say.
Make your house a hearing house.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Yeah, only one Columbus goal.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Never mind.
But even then, I don't even know at the end of the season.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know the volume.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Because I don't care, and I have no reason
to know.
Yeah.
Based off the last, let's see. Actually, they lost a lot of features, so never mind.
Hands up, we're moving our feet. Hands up, hands up.
family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wasau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brownfin Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wietrich family has grown Grassland Dairy products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And welcome to Spencer High School here for tonight's girls Clover Belt Conference matchup between the visiting Columbus Dons and the Spencer Rockets as we follow Dons basketball here to Spencer tonight. It is our first Clover Belt Conference game of the season here tonight between the Dons and the Rockets as these two teams going head-to-head. In this one, last season saw Columbus take both of the games. This time, it is going to be maybe a little bit different. We'll see what happens, but it all starts here tonight. Clover Belt Conference action here on Zaleski Sports. Ben Brecht with you as we continue with following the Columbus Dons girls basketball team this year. And they're off. The Columbus Dons are off to a 2-1 start, I should say, coming off of that victory over the weekend against Nakusa, 51-11. And then as part of that Cranberry Classic in Assumption, they lost the first one to Assumption. Always a great Assumption Royals team. So a serviceable loss there for sure. Nothing to be too sad about. And so 2-1. Columbus started this season with a tight win against Rib Lake. And then, like I mentioned, the Cranberry Classic over the weekend gets them to a 2-1 record. Meanwhile, Spencer is 3-0 to begin the season with victories over Prentice, with a victory over Northland Lutheran, and then recently against Nakusa as well, getting that one the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So a 3-0 start for the Spencer Rockets. It's been a couple of decades since they've started out 3-0 for girls basketball. So it's a good start for Spencer for sure. They got some easier opponents to begin the schedule, and now the bulk of the schedule starts to hit a little bit more as you get into conference games here in the Clover Belt Conference. Speaking of the Clover Belt, we got another 3-0 team to begin the season. Neilsville, of course. And then Owen Withee sitting at 2-0. Columbus, like I mentioned, is 2-1. Colby also 2-1. Gilman 2-1. Greenwood is 1-1. And Loyal still winless. They've only played one game, though, and that was a loss against Marathon. So the Clover Belt East begins tonight as we start conference play here at Spencer High School for these Columbus Dons. You got conference play going all the way through the season. You have some non-conference games sprinkled in there here and there, but your conference schedule takes up the bulk of your schedule. So tonight we'll see if the Dons can get a victory here against the Rockets, team that they beat twice last season, and the Rockets finished near the bottom of the Clover Belt East last year. Meanwhile, Columbus finished in the middle upper part of the conference last year. And so we'll see if the Dons can keep it rolling here tonight over Spencer. We're going to take a quick break here for our national anthem, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the tip tonight from Spencer after these messages here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
For those about to shop, we salute you.
We want you to let loose and choose a deal that best suits you, cause we're thunderstorm.
Mittens has gotten down and dirty with deals on furniture done dirt cheap.
Mittens in Marshfield is
back in black
all month long for Black November.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Time, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit shedsdelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's shedsdelivered.com. Go today.
And welcome back here to Spencer High School. We're in the Dome here tonight as the Rockets host the Columbus Dons in girls basketball. Let's take a look at the starting lineup first for the Columbus Dons. We're still early on in the season, and so they're just getting their starting lineup broken into. And that consists of junior number 1, Caitlin Casperson. Sophomore number 4, Sophie Wilczek. Junior number 11, Haley Hargraves. A senior number 12, Gracie Wilczek. And junior number 21, Chase Blanker. And so that's the starters there for the Columbus Dons. Here as we begin this game, starters for the Spencer Rockets consist of junior number 1, Emma Schultz, junior number 3, Alexa Weber, senior number 11, Hannah Schreiner, sophomore number 14, Carmen Kraus, and junior number 21, Autumn Davis. As I mentioned, the Dons got the better of the Rockets twice last season. First one was a 56-21 victory. The second game here in Spencer was 53-31. So the Dons handled the Rockets pretty easily in both matchups last season. And as I mentioned, Columbus finished last season. Oh, let me pull that up here. Finished last season in 4th at 8-6. Spencer finished in last at 1-13. So we'll see if we get a little bit more competitive game here tonight as the tip goes to the Rockets. It's a new season. Usually these early conference games, you quite never know what's going to happen. And Autumn Davis knocks down a 3 to begin this one for the Spencer Rockets. Yeah, these early conference games, you never quite know what's going to happen. You see some upsets usually compared to like the standings last season as teams kind of figure out what they kind of find their groove. And so Columbus working around offensively. Some nice defense here by the Rockets and an extended possession here for the Dons. Sophie pass over to Caitlin Casperson inside Blanker. Shot is no good. Rebound taken there by Autumn Davis. She'll bring it up here for the Rockets. Handoff and 3 no good. Rebound taken there for the Dons. Hargraves looking inside to Blanker. And we got a foul down low. This is a relatively inexperienced Dons team. They had a lot of people graduate last year. Pass over into the corner to Hargraves, looking to go inside. Hargraves back up top. Now Gracie Wilczek driving. Kick out. That's stolen away by Davis. Davis in transition has that one tipped away. Sophie Wilczek will come away with it. Sophie has that one tipped away over to Gracie for 2. Foot was on the line. So first 2 points of the game there for Gracie Wilczek and the Columbus Dons. Our pregame was brought to you by Rigel Plumbing and Heating. Stay warm this winter with Amana and Rigel Plumbing and Heating of Marshfield. That is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Casperson here for Columbus. And that pass is off of Blanker and an early turnover there for the Columbus Dons. And so Davis will inbound here. Davis pass ahead to Kraus. And cross court with Weber on the right wing, and travel going to be called on Alexa Weber. Another early turnover there for the Rockets. 2 apiece here so far in the first couple of minutes. Sophie Wilczek will bring it up. Back over to Casperson on the right wing. Blinker in the corner. Getting it inside to Gracie Wilczek, and she's going to get fouled. Blocking foul called on Alexa Weber. And so Gracie will inbound along her own baseline. Getting in with Holes. Gracie shot no good. Rebound is going to get tracked down by Casperson. Back up top to Sophie, swinging around. Into the corner, Casperson for the Dons. Back over to Casperson. Another long possession here for Columbus. Just looking for a good shot. Holes will take the 3. That's off the mark. Davis comes down with the board for Spencer. Autumn Davis, one of the leading scorers in the conference last season. Doing some good work here early on for the Rockets as well. Rebound there taken by Hargraves. She passes up to Casperson. Back over Casperson for 3. That's no good. Rebound into the corner. It's going to go out and back to Spencer. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to sidings, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Davis for 3, rolls in and out. Rebound down, though, to Schultz. Back out to Davis. On top, Weber driving, kicking to Kraus. Nice job by Davis, able to attack, get the rebound, and has that one taken away. Gracie pass over to Sophie. That's going to go out of bounds. And sub into the game, both sides. Davis is going to come out. Blanker will come back in here for Columbus. As they inbound to Casperson. The left corner. Going back up top now is Sophie Wilczek. Swinging around Casperson. Dribbles along that baseline. Kick back out to Sophie. Right baseline with Hargraves. Blinker looking to go down low. That one is another turnover there for Columbus, taken away by Weber. And that one is going to be a foul called on Sophie Wilczek. And so subs into the game for both teams, I should say. Remember the name Ben Tillberg. Ben's the Midwest land guy with Pipers Auction and Realty, your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pipers has been named one of America's top auction houses year after year. You can email Ben at ben@pipers.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Ben Tillberg at Pipers Auction and Realty. That's going to go out of bounds. Montana Coles will inbound here underneath her own basket for the Rockets. Coles getting it into Weber. Going down along that baseline. Nice handoff. Weber cutting to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound taken by Holes. Over to Blanker into the right corner. Swing it up to Casperson. Into Blanker. That one is tipped away. Yeah, almost stolen by Kraus. Back over Kasperson, right wing three is in and out. Rebound taken down low by Emma Schultz. Weber will bring it across, pass over to Coles. Looking to go back to Weber. Nice job by Blinker, able to tip it, but it will stay here with the Rockets. Back up Coles, swing over Neiman. And the Spencer Rockets are going to take a timeout. I think Coach Kyle Davis is not pleased with the Rockets offensively so far, just not quite running what he's looking for. And so with 12 minutes left in this first half, we're going to take our first timeout. We'll be back with more basketball, sponsored by ShedsDelivered.com on Zaleski Sports after this.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And welcome back here to Spencer High School. Out of that timeout, Rockets with possession. Cole's three is off the side of the rim. Sophie Wilczek comes down with the rebound here for Columbus. Going along that right baseline. Both defenses playing well early. Nice swing around and a block there for Davis. Beautiful block from Autumn Davis. And a turnover there down low. Another turnover for Columbus. That shot rolls in and out. Sophie Wilczek comes down with the rebound once again. Pushes it. Three off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Kasperson. Back out. Three off the mark again for Gracie Wilczek. Davis with it on the right wing. Back to Coles for three, and she knocks that in. Montana Coles with her first three of the game. And the Dons need a timeout. Coach Wilson was displeased with that defensive effort. And so we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be back with more basketball here on Zaleski Sports, sponsored by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And welcome back here to Spencer High School. We got a 6-2 Rockets lead here to begin this one. That pass is going to be tipped and stolen away by Autumn Davis. Great defense there. And that one is then going to be taken right back there by Hargraves. And now we have a foul coming down on this end. Foul called on the shot. That's going to be on the Rockets' Hannah Schreiner. Which means that Caitlin Kasperson goes to the line. Missing the first. Sub into the game for both teams. I was going to say, out of that timeout, I don't think neither coach is happy with the execution so far. Kyle Davis for Spencer wants a better offense. And the Coach Wilson, I think, wants a little better defense. That's it's been a rough go of it, I guess, for both teams so far in this one. But a 6-2 Rockets lead. And there's going to be a steal from Sophie Wilczek. Wilczek doing some good work early on here. She's got a couple of steals so far in this one for the Dons, and a couple of rebounds as well. Kick back out, Holes. Back over to Casperson. And that's going to go inbound, out of bounds here. Foul called once again on Spencer. That's their 4th team foul. Yes, Holes will inbound here. Getting that one in, and the shot no good for Hargraves. Davis will bring it up the floor here for the Rockets. Davis driving, layup in and out. Casperson once again with the rebound, her 3rd so far tonight. Doing a nice job on the boards here for Columbus, and we got a foul once again called on the Rockets. Spencer's gotten off to a good start here tonight. The fouls have been getting in the way, though. That's their 5th team. There's no place like Hefko Floral Company and Hefko.com for the holidays. Hefko Floral in Patriots Tower across from Pick and Save, downtown Marshfield. Another easy layup missed there for the Dons as the Rockets get another rebound. Cole's right wing 3 is no good. Rebound taken again by Hargraves. That is her 3rd. Pass up to Casperson. He'll check with it on the left wing. Over to Casperson. Back across. Sophie looks at the 3. We'll bring this one back down. Casperson in the left corner. Back up to Sophie. And we got a travel called and another early turnover there for Columbus. Offense just out of sync here in this first half. We're already halfway through the first half, and the Dons with only 2 points on the board. This is rivaling the JV game, from what I hear. I wasn't here for the beginning of the JV game. It was Davis will inbound. Back over to Coles on the right wing. Free throw line to Davis. And there, a 3 goes in and out for Plasky. Rebound down to Holes. And that out of bounds. So another turnover there for Columbus. And so with 8.5 minutes remaining here in this first half, the Dons got to get something going here offensively. Davis pass ahead to Weber. Getting across half court. That is going to be tipped away. Good hands from Blanker. Able to get the steal. And nice pass inside. Haley Hargraves finally gets one to go from down low there for the Dons. They've had a couple of good looks. And there a steal from Hargraves once again. And Casperson's going to get fouled. So Hargraves providing a little bit of a spark there for the Columbus Dons. Foul called on Autumn Davis. That one on the floor. That's the 6th team foul there on the Rockets. So next foul will put Columbus in the bonus. So that's one good sign for the Dons, at least going forward. Gracie will inbound, getting into Casperson there in the right corner. A little spin out of that one. Gets out to Sophie for 3. That one no good. And rebound taken by the Rockets. Davis. Pass ahead. Schultz is going to draw the foul. 4 rebounds already for Autumn Davis. And that foul is going to be called on the Dons, a shooting foul, as Emma Schultz will go to the line here shooting 2. That's only the 3rd foul on Columbus. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great fall deals on Milwaukee tools today from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. So a 6-4 game over halfway through this first half. Neither offense really getting into sync. as we got some tight zone defense from both teams. Kick out Sophie Wilczek. 3 is off the mark. Rebound taken by Emma Schultz. Autumn Davis. Pass over to Schultz. Back up top to Davis. Sophie Wilczek has been guarding her most of the night. She's done a good job so far. Davis will take the 3. That is way off. Hargraves comes down with the rebound. She's leading rebounder tonight with 4. And there a 3 for Izzy Holtz. And the Dons take their first lead of the game, 7-6. A big 3 there from Holtz. That's going to go out of bounds. Stay on this end with the Rockets. Don's defense doing a nice job here, holding the Rockets scoreless for the last 3 or 4 minutes. And Davis will inbound once again for Spencer, getting it into Weber. Back up top, 3, that's up and in. 2, never mind, it's a 2 for Carmen Kraus. But nonetheless, the Rockets take the lead once again. Holes will bring it up here for Columbus. Casperson in the left corner. Cross to Holes. Fakes a 3, puts it down. Nice pass inside. Casperson's going to have that one blocked by Kraus. And so Spencer will get this ball moved up here. Kraus with it at the free throw line. Kick out to Weber. Driving inside. That one's loose on the floor, and a jump ball. Possession belongs to the Dons. Get them what they really want for Christmas. A River's Edge Golf Course membership for the 2025 golf season. For a limited time, take advantage of a $100 discount. Get rates and details at River's Edge or riversedgegolfcourse.com. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook. Getting into Casperson at the free throw line. Kick out to Holes. Into the corner with Blanker on the left side. Casperson now dribbling and a turnover. Yeah, Schultz will get credit for the steal. Back up top now with Schultz dribbling into the middle of the lane, and we're going to get an offensive foul. Stepping in to take the charge, Chase Blanker. And so inbounding here for the Dons will be Izzy Holes. They find themselves down by 1 as we approach 5 minutes left here in this first half. Nobody has broken 10 points, the 10-point mark yet. Blanker with it over in the right corner. Back up to Sophie Wilczek. Sophie driving inside. Kick out Blanker into the right corner. Wilczek will take a right wing 3. That's no good. Rebound taken over the top by Davis. Davis layup in transition. Good for Autumn Davis. 5 points on the night for her. And a 10-7 Rockets lead. Blanker into the right corner. Swing it over to Holes on the left wing. Into the corner. Back up top with Sophie. Dribbling along that baseline and fouled. They're going to call that on the shot. Hilly Hargraves will go to the free throw line here and shoot 2. That's going to be the 8th personal on Spencer. First free throw off the front of the rim. Coming in for the Dons is Bella Maurer. Her first appearance of the night for Columbus. And knocks down the second. 1 of 2, but nonetheless. And there, breakdown defensively as Schultz gets the basket in transition. Emma Schultz getting it done there for the Rockets. Good heads-up awareness and another turnover there for Columbus. Great awareness to pass that one down the floor. And nice job to get that one ahead. To find Emma Schultz. Weber, now pass ahead. Casperson's going to tip that. And it's going to go off of Neiman. Great play from Casperson. Able to throw it off of Neiman and save the possession there for the Columbus Dons. Another turnover for the Rockets. The Rockets still with the 4-point lead. The Bill Michaels Huddle is in the house at Nutz Deep II in Marshfield this Wednesday at 6 p.m. So come by to see the big unit. Bill Michaels this Wednesday at Nutz Deep II in Marshfield. Another turnover there for the Dons. Another steal for Emma Schultz. Neiman getting inside. Swinging around now. Davis, left wing 3. That's no good. Rebound taken again by Hargraves, her 5th of the game. Pass ahead to Casperson. This is still early season basketball for me, so my stats might not be 100% correct. But we're going to try to get at least kind of accurate. Sophie Wilczek with it over into the left corner. Holes 3 is off the mark. Rebound again for Emma Schultz. Davis over to Schultz. Back up to Neiman. Pulls pass into the corner with Kraus. Inside to Davis. On the left or right block, I should say. That's no good. And jump ball. Possession will stay on this end here with Spencer. Blanker comes in as well as Shainer for the Blanker for the Dons. Shainer for the Rockets. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open through New Year's Eve. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. We got a foul called on the Rockets, sending Haley Hargraves to the line to shoot the bonus. That foul is going to be called on Davis. That's her second, team 9th. So Hargraves at the line, shooting 1-1. And knocks in the first. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lot in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. Kraus with the rebound off of that one. That pass is going to be tipped away by Hargraves, ahead to Sophie Wilczek. And it's going to go out of bounds back to the Rockets. So another turnover there for the Dons. Well, turnovers both ways, I should say. Coles will get this one in. Pass ahead, Shainer up to Schultz along that baseline. Double team comes and travel on Emma Schultz. In a 12-9 game here with just over 2 minutes left in this first half. A low-scoring start to this one. And we'll see how the second half turns out. Holes almost traveled there. That one's going to get tipped away by Schultz, though. Pass ahead to Davis. Davis in transition is going to get fouled. Good take by Autumn Davis. And that foul is going to be called on Izzy Holes. So Autumn Davis at the line, shooting 2. And that first one, no good. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Also, Fleet Farm's layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Learn more about Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. Of 2, missing both. Looking to go inside now, Blanker. That one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Coles. Coles with it up top. Back to Schultz using the screen. As we approach 1 minute left in this first half. Shainer back to Davis at the free throw line, is going to force that one up and get it to fall. Autumn Davis with the basket and the foul. Foul called on Wilczek. Or no, excuse me, that's going to be on Blanker. And so Autumn Davis will go to the free throw line here and shoot for the possible three-point play. And misses that one. Rebound comes down to Sophie Wilczek. Pass ahead, Holes for 3, that's no good. Rebound taken by Kraus. Davis pass over to Coles. Kraus over to Schultz. Coles for 3. That goes off the side of the rim. Rebound down to Casperson. He can go inside. Hargraves kick out. Sophie Wilczek. Back over to Coles, or Holes in the corner, I should say. Swinging around Casperson. Down to 20 seconds left in this first half. Casperson dribbles into the corner, dribbles along that baseline. Kraus comes away with the steal. Good anticipation on that one. Coles pass ahead, 8 seconds. And travel called on Kraus with 6 seconds left here in this first half. And so with 6 seconds, pressure defense here by the Rockets looking to make this chaotic. Hargraves with it. Down to 3, 2. Hargraves dribbles, kick out. Sophie for 3 at the buzzer. In and out. No good at the buzzer, and that'll do it here in this first half. The Spencer Rockets take a 14-9 halftime lead in this one. A low-scoring battle for sure, and I'm sure there will be more offense in the second half. But for now, it's a 14-9 Spencer Rockets halftime lead. We will be back with our halftime show here from Spencer High School. It's brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Oh, and welcome back here to girls basketball first Clover Belt Conference game, I should say, of the season for both of these teams. Spencer holds a 14-9 halftime lead. You heard that right. It is only 14-9 in a very low-scoring first half here from Spencer High School. Let's break down this first half. There was not a whole lot to break down, but I'll give you the in-depth stats as from what I got. So first, let's start with Columbus, who only put up 9 points in that first half. A real struggle to get anything going offensively. The good news is their defense has kept them in it. So we got 4 points for Haley Hargraves, 3 for Izzy Holes, and 2 for Gracie Wilczek. That rounds out the 9 points for the Dons. But otherwise, we got 4 rebounds for Caitlin Casperson, 3 for Sophie Wilczek. I mentioned the 4 points for Haley Hargraves. She also has 6 rebounds. So doing some great job, especially on the defensive glass for the Columbus Dons, limiting Spencer to one shot per possession. And then rounding out 2 points, or 2 for Gracie Wilczek, 3 points for Izzy Holes, and she also has 2 rebounds for Columbus as well. Columbus has forced a lot of turnovers there in that first half. 2 steals for Sophie Wilczek, 2 for Haley Hargraves, and the steal for Gracie Wilczek, and 1 for Chase Blanker as well. So being aggressive on the defensive end of the floor and forcing a lot of Spencer Rocket turnovers, I should say, are the Columbus Dons, and that's why they're still hanging around here after this first half. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the scores and stats for the Spencer Rockets, who if you're a Rockets fan, you have to be pleased with how this first half has gone. You held Columbus to just 9 points. Which is impressive in itself. And you were able to get Autumn Davis rolling and going here in this first half. She was my MVP of the first half. She will be for a lot of Rockets games, but this first half, she's particularly put together a very good first half for Spencer. So let's run down the stats here for the Rockets. We'll start with Emma Schultz. She finished with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals for the Rockets. Alexa Weber also had a steal. And we skip ahead to Carmen Kraus, who had 2 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, and a block for the Rockets during that first half, doing some good work on both ends of the floor. We'll go down to Montana Coles, who had a 3 and then 1 rebound. And then, as I mentioned at the beginning here, my MVP for the first half for the Rockets, Autumn Davis, finishing with 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. So doing it on both ends of the floor. And they've been doing a nice job of getting the ball to Autumn Davis, either at the free throw line or at the block. And she's been able to get the free throw line multiple times tonight. But once they get it to her in either at the free throw line or at either one of the low blocks, she's been able to make plays from those spots. And so I expect to see more of that here in the second half as the offense kind of works through Davis. And so Spencer putting together a nice first half here. Dons, they got some work to do. Well, both teams have some work to do because it's only 14-9. But in comparison. So we're going to take a quick break here. on our halftime show. We'll be back with the second half of basketball here from Spencer High School after these messages.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wasau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And welcome back to Spencer High School as we are about to get ready here for the second half of basketball here tonight. Make sure you buy your next vehicle from Gross Buick of Marshfield. Gross Buick is the home of the lifetime engine warranty on select vehicles, and they back all purchases with a full service department where you get a free courtesy car. Gross Buick of Marshfield. And the next time you shop for insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. Call 715-384-2826 today. And BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford or online at bigbeardown.com. And as we get ready to go here in the second half, expect there to be more points. I don't anticipate that we're going to get another 14-9 second half. That would be rough. But expect more points than 23 total points. That's probably a fairly safe prediction here to start this one. To begin the second half, it will be Don's basketball. Sophie Wilczek up to Gracie. Gracie back over to Sophie. They're on the left wing. Blinker looking to go inside to Hargraves. Pass across now with Casperson. Back up top, Gracie. That's going to get tipped away. Sophie Wilczek dribbles, kick out to Blinker. Gracie going inside, and there's a foul. She's going to go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. Foul called on Alexa Weber of the Rockets. That's her second, team first here in the second half. And first free throw is off the mark. Second attempt. That one's up and in. Davis pass up. Getting it up to Weber. Bringing across half court. And that one's going to get taken away. Hargraves will come away with the steal. Hargraves inside, kick out. Sophie for three. Knocks it in. There's a three for Sophia Wilczek. And Dons with 4 quick points, I should say, to begin this second half. Playing a lot faster. Weber with the jumper. Just like that, we got 6 quick points. We're off to a roaring pace here to begin half number 2. Casperson going across. Sophie Wilczek with it on the left wing. As you see, tempo has increased. Hargraves, great move to the basket. Can't finish, though. Shainer comes down with the rebound. Davis in transition. She's going to get fouled. Foul called on Chase Blanker, her second. Team first. Rockets will inbound along their own baseline. You can already see the tempo is picked up here to begin the second half. As Schultz with the inbound shot, no good. And jump ball on the rebound. Go back here to the Rockets. Shainer will inbound to Davis on the right wing. Into the corner, Kraus. Back over to Weber. Davis over to Weber into the left corner. Using the Davis screen. Back to Kraus on the left wing. Going down low, that one is tipped by Hargraves, and a scramble on the floor. Another jump ball possession. This time will go to Columbus. Sophie with it at the top of the arc here for the Dons. And there's the turnover, stolen away by Kraus. Back up to Davis. Layup in. She's going to get fouled in transition. And she'll go to the free throw line here. Foul called on Haley Hargraves. Autumn Davis at the line, shooting 2. Knocks down the first. And knocks down the second. First free throw is made on the night for the Rockets. They're back out to that 5-point lead. Blanker with it into the corner. Back up to Gracie Wilczek. Sophie pass into the corner with Blanker. Dribbles to the top. Gracie over into Casperson. Now down low. Shot underneath by Hargraves. No good. Davis comes down with the rebound again. Back up to Weber. Back up Kraus. Kraus on the right wing. Hand off to Schultz. Back to Weber on the right wing again. It inside with Weber. And there Sophie Wilczek comes away with the steal and double dribble. So a turnover. Her third, that's Wilczek's third steal of the game. Davis for 3 off of the inbound. That no good. Blanker comes down with the board. Pass ahead. Sophie into the corner, and a foul is going to be called on Davis. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Sophie Wilczek with at the top of the arc. Looking to go inside, and we have a travel called on Maddie Burnick. Her first appearance of the game there for the Dons. Pass ahead. And that's going to be a little bit too far. Another turnover there by the Rockets. The Hearing House provides personalized hearing health care from 5 convenient locations throughout central Wisconsin. Give Karen and Todd a call to schedule an appointment today in Wasau, Stevens Point, Colby, Neillsville, or Marshfield, and make your house a hearing house. Wilczek with it on top. Gracie. Free throw line jumper, no good. Sophie gets it back. Another nice rebound for her. That one tipped by Kraus. Holes dribbling through the defense and scoring. Couple of nice crossovers for Izzy Holes. Gets all the way to the rim. Weber with it here for Spencer. Dribbles through the defense. And that's going to go out of bounds off of the Rockets. Another turnover back to the Dons. Holes inbounding here to Sophie Wilczek. She'll bring it across here for Columbus. Gracie Wilczek for 3, knocks it in. Big 3, ties this one at 18. Neiman getting it across here for the Rockets. Her jumper no good. Burnick in there for the rebound. Gracie pass over to Sophie. Gracie with it at the top. Looking to get inside. Back out to Gracie, over to Holes. Back now to Blanker. And offensive foul called on Izzy Holes. Stepping in to take the charge, Emma Schultz. Nice job, able to get in position and force the turnover. And so Coles will inbound here for the Rockets. We're tied at 18. Don's doing better here in the second half, down by 5. Have tied it up. And we got timeout called by Spencer as they were close to a backcourt violation. We have full timeout for the Rockets, and so we're going to take it with them. We'll be back with more basketball here, sponsored by Sheds Delivered, after these messages.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
And welcome back here to Spencer High School. We're tied at 18. This was a 14-9 game at the halftime break. Columbus on a 9-4 run here to start the second half. Coming out with some more energy on both ends of the floor, and they've been able to tie this one up. And speaking of energy, Holes comes away with the steal. Shot no good, and the foul is going to be called there on Casperson coming from behind. That's her first, team fourth. Davis will inbound here for the Rockets. Looking for someone, getting it into Shainer. Now back to Davis, pass ahead to Shainer. Kraus, jumper no good. Gracie Wilczek comes down with the rebound, has that one tipped away, gets it back though. 12 minutes left here in this one. We have a tight one here tonight from Spencer High School, tied at 18. Hulls driving inside and a travel. Another turnover there for Columbus. Does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They're your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Get a free estimate at Seamless Commercial Roofing. Weber pass ahead to Kraus. Now back to Weber. Kick out to Schultz. Going across court now with Shainer. Back up to Schultz, dribbling inside, and she's going to get fouled. Good attack from Emma Schultz, and she'll go to the free throw line here for the Rockets. And first free throw is up and good for Emma Schultz. And Gracie Wilczek will come back in. Second free throw is also off the mark, or is off the mark. Rebound down to Gracie Wilczek. Back into the corner to Casperson. Holtz inside. Kick out. Jumper is no good by Hargraves. Nice rebound, though, by Holtz. Keep the possession alive. Gracie's jumper is good. Gracie Wilczek for two, and the Dons take the lead here. First time in the second half at 20-19. Davis almost lost it. Weber now. Layup good for Alexa Weber. Ahead of the defense. And just like that, back and forth we go. Back up to Hulls for three. That one no good. Rebound and the putback off the mark for Casperson. Weber bringing it across here for Spencer. Back over to Davis. Back over to Shainer on the right wing. Pass into the corner. Back over to Shainer, going down on the block with Davis. Spin, and we got travel. And so turnover there for the Rockets. And Sophie Wilczek with 10 minutes left in this one. A 1-point Spencer lead. Hargraves with it in the right corner, getting it inside. Casperson on the right block. Kick back out to Hargraves, I should say. Dribbles along that right baseline, and we have a timeout called here by Columbus. Quick 30-second timeout here for the Dons. We'll keep it here. As I remind you that Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. Bring your friends or meet new friends at Poor Choices in Marshfield. Why make a bad decision when you can make a poor choice? Follow them on Facebook. And Felka Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on their accomplishments both on and off the fields and courts. Best of luck this season from Felka Brothers of Marshfield. out of the timeout. Holes will inbound, getting into Hargraves. Kick out Casperson out to Sophie Wilczek. Casperson driving. Kick out to Holes. Going inside. Sophie for three. That rolls in and out. Rebound down to Weber. Back up to Kraus. Getting inside to Weber. Kicking into the corner with Schultz. We're getting down. This one's going to come down to the wire. I have a feeling. We are outshot, no good. Casperson with her sixth rebound. And another, that is going to be tipped by the Rockets, so it'll stay on this end with Columbus. Inbound to Sophie Wilczek. Getting it into Hargraves on the left baseline. Back over to Sophie in the right corner. Kick around Hargraves. It's around to Sophie Wilczek. Back up, three for Holes is in and out. Rebound taken by Kraus, and she traveled. So another turnover for the Rockets. Gracie Wilczek will inbound here for the Dons. This game a little bit different than the games the last time these two teams met last season. Both of those were won by Columbus pretty easily. This one a lot closer. Than last year. Neiman with it into the right corner. Back out to Coles. Neiman looking to go inside. Back over to Davis. Down inside to Neiman. That is off the mark. Rebound taken by Gracie Wilczek. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper good for Wilczek. And the Dons retake the lead. Pass up to Neiman. Coles with it on the right wing. Hand off to Schultz. And three-pointer off the mark for Davis. Kraus pass into Davis. That one off all of the feet. And Gracie Wilczek dribbling down and a block. Oh, charge is going to be called. And we got Davis is down at the other end. And so we got 7.5 minutes. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more basketball here from Spencer High School, sponsored by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports after these messages.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
And welcome back here to Spencer High School. As Autumn Davis was able to at least go off the floor. And that gives us a chance here to speak about Mutual of Wasau Insurance. They've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for players' jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Just in, see the new Green Bay and other players' jerseys. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. So just under 7.5 minutes here. Pass inside, basket good for Hargraves, and she will go to the line. Hilly Hargraves gets that one to go. And she goes to the line here to shoot for the possible three-point play. And that free throw is no good. Neiman comes down with the rebound here for Spencer. Weber will bring it up the floor here for the Rockets. Back to Coles. Weber with it on the right wing. Coles with it there for the Rockets, going across court to Kraus. And we have a timeout. It's going to be called here by Spencer. A full timeout for the Rockets. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back with more basketball, sponsored by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Do you need a good night's sleep? Well, welcome to the club, and welcome to Mall Furniture.
Mall Furniture always has a huge selection of quality Comfort Sleep mattresses. They're double-sided, adjustable bed-friendly, and made right here in Wisconsin.
Whether you need beauty sleep, deep sleep, or just need to sleep it off, you'll be sleeping like a baby on the perfect Comfort Sleep mattress from Mall Furniture. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shainer, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
For the Dons at 24-21. Neiman, and a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs, well, stay at this end. It'll be Spencer Rockets basketball. We got 7 minutes left in this one. It was hard to say what happened to Autumn Davis, but she got injured right around that just over 7.5 minute mark. And the Rockets are going to have a tough time in this one for the rest of this one if she's indeed done. It looks like she probably is. Schultz with it on the right wing. Back up top to Coles. Back to Kraus at the free throw line. Coles with it on the right wing there for the Rockets. Neiman with it. Back over to Coles. That is going to be tipped away and stolen by Holes. Holes layup in transition, no good. Rebound comes down to Coles. Nice steal by Izzy Holes. And nonetheless, the Dons will get this back. Schreiner coming back in here for Spencer. 3-point lead here for the Dons. And Davis immediately went off the floor after the injury, but now she's back on the bench here for the Rockets. And it looks like she is making her way back to the table. She's going to come back in. Scramble on the floor. Coming away with it is Emmett Schultz. Schultz in transition. Layup no good. Rebound taken by Hargraves here for the Dons. So with 5.5 minutes here, Dons holding on to a 3-point lead here tonight, 24-21. Looking inside, Casperson. Layup is missed. That's going to go out of bounds. It will stay on this end here with Columbus. And just like that, Autumn Davis back into the game here for the Rockets after exiting earlier with the injury. Getting into Sophie Wilczek, dribbles to the free throw line, kick out Kasperson, left wing three is good, and a big one there for the Columbus Dons. And now a 6-point lead here. There's a turnover, stolen away by Wilczek. Pass ahead, Hargraves for two. A 5-0 run here for the Dons has this game out to an 8-point lead. Shainer ahead, and she's going to get fouled. She'll go to the free throw line here for the Rockets. The largest lead of the game for either team, now at an 8-point game here for Columbus at 29-21. The Dons holding the Rockets to just 7 points here in the second half. Make plans for your next event at Bakersville Sports Bar on County B in Marshfield. It's the perfect spot for birthday parties and family and class reunions. Bakersville Sports Bar wants to host your next event. Shainer makes the first free throw. And second one is good. Holes will bring it up the floor here, under 5 minutes left. Hitting inside, kick out, Holes dribbling, and layup good for Izzy Holes. Back out to that 8-point lead. The Dons coming alive here over the last couple of minutes. Back up to Schultz, and Schultz get the basket for the Rockets. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. Kasperson driving, kick out, Sophie Wilczek. Layup is off the mark. Davis comes down with the board. She'll bring it up the floor. Weber inside. Kraus jumper no good. Blanker comes down with the rebound. Quality Auto Body and Framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. So with 3.5 minutes left here, a 6-point Dons lead at 31-25. I told you they would score more points than 23 in the second half. We got 9 for the Rockets and 22 points for the Dons. A 22-9 second half here for Columbus sees them take a 6-point lead. It's been tight through most of the second half, but over the last 3 minutes, the Dons have really picked up the aggressiveness, and they've extended that lead. Smith Brothers Meats. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day and let them cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby, open Monday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturdays 8 till 4. Wants to thank our game day sponsors of Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Brown's Bar, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rem's Funeral Home. I should mention that all of our free throws tonight were brought to you by Serve Pro Jamie, our hometown team of Serve Pro at Jamie Wenzel. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Out of the timeout, inbound to Holes, dribbling along that right baseline. That's tipped out by Schultz. Spencer's going to have to put together quite the run here at the end of this game if they want to get back into this one. Gracie Wilczek with it on the left wing. Dribbles out to Hargraves. Dribbling inside Holes, and a travel. Another turnover there for the Dons. Davis will inbound here for the Rockets. Getting into Coles. Pass ahead, Shainer. Back over to Kraus. Coles takes a three off the side of the rim. Kraus is going to turn that one over. Casperson pass ahead into the corner with Hargraves. Back off, handoff to Hargraves. Driving inside, blocked from behind by Davis. Big block for Autumn Davis, her second of the game. Holes will inbound. Sophie Wilczek is going to get fouled by Shainer. She'll go to the free throw line here to shoot two. Stern Weiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield is now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Stern Weiss & Sons. Apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location, Stern Weiss & Sons of Marshfield. First free throw good for Sophie Wilczek, and a big one at that. Big free throw, I should say. Extends us out to a 7-point lead here for the Dons. And second one good for Sophie. Pass up to Neiman. Loses it, and we have a foul called on Casperson. And so with just under 3 minutes left in this one, it's an 8-point game. Neiman at the line. And free throw is good. And Blanker will come in. Just under 3 minutes, and the Rockets are going to have to do some work. Second free throw, no good. Davis right there for the rebound, and layup putback is good for Autumn Davis. There you go, that'll start it. It's now a 5-point lead. Hargraves in transition, and a travel called on Haley Hargraves. Another turnover there for Columbus. Sophie Wilczek back into the game. 2.5 minutes left in this one. A tight finish in store. Coles pass over to Davis. Pass ahead to Schultz. Hand off to Coles. Davis with it at the top of the arc. Looking to go inside. That's tipped away. And Sophie Wilczek will come out of this. Dons have their hands full tonight with the Spencer Rockets team. Because you got to hold on to this here for the last couple of minutes to pull out the victory. Casperson's going to get fouled on that drive. Foul called on Coles. And we have a quick timeout called here by the Spencer Rockets. We'll take it with them. We'll be back with the ending of this one here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
If you have land to sell, talk to Ben Tillberg, the Midwest land guy. Ben Tillberg, with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, is your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pfeiffer's has been named one of America's top auction houses, year after year, selling over $2.2 billion in farmland over the past 25 years. Ben's passion for the great outdoors and deep knowledge of the ag industry give him the edge to represent you and your legacy. Ben wants to talk to you about your land needs. Call today and mention this ad for a free land valuation or property proposal. Let's get your land sold. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty.
Out of the timeout, we got inbound to Hargraves. Gracie Wilczek dribbles to the middle of the lane. Kick out Sophie for 3. Got it, or 2. Foot was on the line. But nonetheless, a big basket there for Sophie Wilczek extends us out to a 7-point lead with 90 seconds left. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. For more information, go to ShedsDelivered.com. At the line, shooting the 1-and-1 here is Alexa Weber for the Rockets. And first free throw is good. Spencer doing a nice job of making their free throws here in this second half. Able to kind of hang around. Second one is no good. Rebound taken by Holes. And that was almost stolen away by Kraus. So Holtz will inbound. Sophie Wilczek has that one stolen away. Nice steal from Schultz. Pass ahead to Weber, and travel called on Weber. Holtz will once again inbound here for the Dons. And there's a turnover. Back to the Rockets. Coming up next is our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. Kraus for 3. No good. Rebound inside. Weber. Back Neiman getting it out to Davis. Davis inside. Count it. And the foul for Autumn Davis. Big basket there. Pulls the Rockets back within 4 with 56 seconds. It's coming down to the wire. Free throw good. Down to 3. Inbound to Hargraves. Back up to Sophie Wilczek for 3. That's in and out. Kraus comes down with the board for Spencer. They have a chance to tie it with the 3. Kraus over to Weber. Dribbling inside, stolen, taken away by Holtz. Big steal for Izzy Holtz. And the timeout is going to be called by Columbus. And so with 31 seconds left here, Dons get the basketball back up by 3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the finish of this one here, sponsored by ShedsDelivered.com on Zaleski Sports.
Nutz Deep II, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nutz Deep II again awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nutz Deep II on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nutz Deep II North in Spencer.
Yikes. And welcome back here to Spencer High School. We got a great one here tonight. A 35-32 Dons lead here with 31 seconds left in this one. Dons with the basketball trying to hold off these Spencer Rockets. Dons doing a nice job here in the second half. They took the lead about midway through the second half and just trying to hold off Spencer from this comeback. And a foul called on Kraus. And so Dons will inbound again. That is the 6th team foul on Spencer. Next one will put Columbus at the line. Pulls with it. And Kraus will get called for the foul with 18 and a half seconds, I should say. That's going to put Holes at the line. Shooting here for the Dons. 1-1. Big free throws. That one is missed. Davis comes down with the rebound, and timeout called by Spencer. So with 15 seconds here, the Rockets will need to draw up a 3 to maybe send this one to overtime. You have to imagine they're going to get this in the hands of Autumn Davis, for sure. Davis will probably take the 3 at the end of this one, you can imagine. She's had the best night here tonight for the Rockets. She's your main leading scorer and your best player. So get your best player a 3. See if you can force overtime. Spencer's done a nice job here tonight. They're off to a 3-0 start to begin this season. Handing it to a couple of, handing it to 3 not so good teams, I'll say. And so this was their real test to begin the season for the Rockets, was this Columbus Dons team who finished 4th last year in the conference. And so Spencer knew they were going to have a test tonight. Talking with Coach Kyle Davis, he said, yep, we have a test tonight here, and we'll see how we can do coming out against this Dons team. And so you have to imagine he's has to be pretty happy with how this one has turned out so far. If the Rockets can force overtime, this will be a good early season game here for Spencer. Cole's jumper no good. Sophie Wilczek comes down with the rebound, and she will get fouled. And so Sophie at the line, potential here to ice this one if she can make this free throw. Knocks that one in. That one makes it a 4-point game and potentially puts this game on ice. And there, that'll do it. That'll definitely put this one away here for the Dons. Coles with the 3, knocks it in. And that's going to do it. The Columbus Dons come away with a 37-35 victory here tonight over the Spencer Rockets, getting it done there in the second half, able to hold off Spencer and get the W. And so a good game from the Rockets here tonight against the Dons, but the Dons prevail in the end, putting together a strong second half. And so our Nasonville Dairy post-game show is coming up after these messages. Nasonville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show after these messages.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, peach cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, and welcome back here to basketball tonight. A 37-35 victory for the Columbus Dons over the Spencer Rockets. Columbus escapes with the victory here tonight. And our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, we have yet to see the Dons emerge yet. So I'll go through the stats. How about that? So for the Rockets, leading scorer obviously tonight was Autumn Davis, finishing with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So doing it on both ends of the floor for the Rockets. Very impressive showing from Davis. She did leave the game briefly for a couple minutes with an injury. She was able to return. During that time she was off the floor, though, the Dons went on a big run, opened the game up a little bit, and were able to hold off the Rockets there at the end. Back scoring-wise, we got Montana Coles with a couple of threes, finished with 6 points on the night and 2 rebounds, according to my tally. 5 points on the night for Emma Schultz, 3 rebounds and 3 steals for her as well. 5 points for Alexa Weber. She had a rebound and a steal as well. 2 points for Carmen Kraus, 3 rebounds and 2 steals and 2 blocks for her. So a good performance for Carmen. 2 points for Hannah Schreiner and a rebound for her. Rounds out the stats for the Spencer Rockets here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Columbus Dons, let's take a look at them. Oh, and there we got Coach Wilson is coming and rolling on in here. So we'll hit him first before I do the Don stats. Or do you want me to do stats first?
You can do whatever you'd like.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll do stats first, and then we'll do stats first while we get a player. So stats first for the Dons. Taking a look at their leading scorer on the night, Gracie Wilczek, with 10 points on the night for Columbus. She had 1 rebound and 1 steal as well. 9 points for Sophie Wilczek. She had 4 rebounds and 4 steals, so very active defensively for the Dons in this game, I should say. 8 points for Haley Hargraves, 6 rebounds and 3 steals for her as well. So doing it on both ends of the floor as well for Haley Hargraves. 7 points for Izzy Holes, 4 rebounds and 3 steals for her. So a very good game for her as well. And then 3 points for Caitlin Casperson and 6 rebounds is what I have her down for. So the Dons doing it on both ends of the floor here tonight, defensively getting steals, and then also putting up points on the other end. They hit a couple of big threes in this one here tonight as well. But now let's pull in Coach Wilson to kind of talk about this one and see. You guys had a close and tough game tonight against the Spencer Rockets. What were some of the differences in why you were able to pull away there in the second half?
I think the first half might have been the worst half we played all year, and a lot of that goes to credit to Spencer. I think Coach Davis had them ready to play. I honestly, I'll tell you, I think our girls weren't ready to play, and I told them that in the locker room today. I think there's a lot of coming in here, and you have to have a mindset that there's no pushovers in the Clover Belt. And I think, second half we decided to play a little bit. We decided to attack. Instead of just being patient or looking around, we attacked some people, and that made a difference.
Yeah, and you guys got contributions on both ends of the floor. You came away with a number of steals there, especially in the second half where you guys got a little bit more aggressive. So I guess talk about what are some other takeaways from this game that you can go moving forward, because you got a really tough game against Neelsville on Friday.
I think we talked about that. If we start the way we did tonight, we're going to get blown out of the water by Neelsville. That's just the reality. And this group, for some reason, has this ability, or I don't want to say ability, but this trend to get up for big games. Like Assumption, we played really well in the first half. We've got to bring that. We got to take care of the ball, and we got to not be afraid. Some of our kids are a little bit afraid and passive, and waiting for somebody else to do that. So I talked to the girls in the locker room tonight about who's going to lead and who's going to decide that enough is enough, and it's just time to go play, and we're gonna fix something. It can't be the coaches all the time. Somebody's on the floor has got to do that.
Yeah. Well, you guys come out with the victory here. It was a tight one, but at least it's a W. So here today to get Spencer to start your Clover Belt Conference.
Yeah, it's a lot better than getting. We told them it's a lot better than getting lost. Sometimes you've got to win ugly, and we've never played well here. I think if there's a shooting background, we don't shoot the ball well here. So to come out with a win, it's a lot better than going home with a loss. But there's a lot of things to work on in the next 2 days before Neelsville comes.
Yeah, and then we'll be back here for Neelsville, I should say, then on Friday. Let's bring in our player here tonight.
Yeah, Sophie Wilczek.
Yeah. All right. So we got Sophie Wilczek coming in here, and I was running through the stats, and you led your team with steals tonight. So let's talk about your defensive effort. Let's start with that. As you guys were able to get some steals, really be more aggressive there in the second half.
Yeah, we just try to go after as many balls as we can and be aggressive and get on the floor and just work together to try to get as many steals as we can.
Yeah, and you guys had a tight game tonight against Spencer here tonight. What were some things that you felt helped you get the win, I guess, tonight?
Definitely just our effort. When we put a lot of effort, it really helps us, and rebounding and just moving the ball around and hitting the gaps to get some of our shooters some looks really helped us. And just finishing and making free throws was the key.
Yeah, those are definitely some good points to highlight there, because those were all impactful, especially down the stretch when it was tight. So, but for now, let's put you in the house for fun. All right.
I'm Sophie Wilczek, and I'm in the house.
Very good. All right, congratulations to the Columbus Dons coming out with the very close 2-point win here tonight, 37-35 over Spencer. And as Coach Wilson said, they have Neelsville coming up next. They're going to have to put together a A+ effort. You always have to put together an A+ effort for Neelsville, but especially coming into Friday night. And so we'll have that game here on Zaleski Sports as well. So for Ben Brecht and Isaac Eagle signing off here tonight, have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on Friday, Columbus and Neillsville girls. Have a good one.